Have you ever felt like there's more in you, but you just can't see how to get there? Hey, I'm Ward, the atmosphere changer. Imagination is the bridge between where you are and the purpose God placed in you. By the end of this video, you will know how to use imagination to see, feel, and walk in your God-given purpose, not just talk about it. Imagination, the God-given ability to picture what you cannot yet see physically. It is part of how humans bear God's image. Purpose, that's the assignment, the why behind your life tied to God's plan and your unique design. Imagination gives purpose a picture. Purpose gives imagination direction so it does not turn into just a fantasy. Faith involves believing in what is not seen. Imagination helps visualize that unseen reality. God invites believers to renew their minds so their inner picture lines up with His will, not just their old experiences. The first element, purpose. Why am I here? That's your core identity and assignment. Vision. What does it look like when I'm walking in that purpose? Imagination fuels vision. It allows you to mentally walk through the life God is calling you. The life God is calling you to, so you can make decisions that line up with it. When I was a young man, I had no idea why I was here. I was just existing, working meaningless jobs just to survive. I wanted more, but I didn't believe I could have more. But God was showing me the possibilities of what my life could be through my imagination. You know, many are living by what they see in the natural instead of what God is showing them in the spiritual imagination. Here's how to use imagination with purpose. Every day, take 5 to 10 minutes quietly imagining what a day looks like when you are fully walking in purpose. I want you to write it and speak it. Thank God for guiding your imagination. Guard your mental screen. Do not let fear, past failures, or negative words be the dominant images in your mind. Here's a warning and alignment. Imagination without God's truth can lead to worry, lust, or pride. Imagination must be sanctified and guided by God's character and word. Purpose without imagination leads to dry duty. Imagination without purpose leads to empty daydreaming. Think about that. Let me ask you something. What is one God-given picture you've been scared to believe? You know what? Put that in the comments. Put that in the comments and I'll respond to it. You know what? If you're watching this right now, there's a part of you that know there has to be more to my life than what I'm seeing. You feel called. You feel pulled. But when you look around at your reality, it doesn't match what you feel on the inside. Today, this video is for the person who's stuck between the life they see and the life they sense. The missing link for many people is not talent, it's not opportunity, it's imagination. Imagination is the bridge God gave you between where you are and the purpose He placed inside you. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to use your God-given imagination to see, feel, and move in your purpose instead of staying trapped in your present circumstances, I should say. First, what is imagination? What is purpose? Imagination is not just for kids. It's not just make-believe. And it's not just daydreaming in class. Imagination is God-given ability to form pictures, images, and possibilities in your mind that you cannot yet see with your physical eye. Purpose is your assignment. Purpose is the answer to the question, why am I here? What problem am I created to solve? Who am I created to impact? Now here is where it gets powerful. Purpose gives your life direction, but imagination gives that direction a picture. Purpose says you are called to more. Imagination says here is what more looks like in your actual life. When imagination and purpose come together, you move from guessing to seeing. Ain't that strong? Ain't that powerful? All right, let's get into a little of the faith foundation. Walking by faith means believing in what you cannot see yet. Imagination helps you visualize that unseen reality in a focused way. God doesn't just want you to repeat religious phrases. He wants your mind renewed. When your mind is renewed, the image you replay on your mental screen start lining up with His will instead of your trauma, your past, or your fears. So when you close your eyes and imagine your future relationships, your calling, those pictures should start reflecting God's heart, God's character, God's value. That is what it looked like to have a sanctified imagination. Have you ever heard that before? Sanctified imagination. I might have made that up. You guys know, as an atmosphere changer, I believe in the 5 elements of a successful life. I'm going to connect imagination to that. Inside the atmosphere changer, there's a framework called the 5 elements of a successful life. Purpose, vision, attitude, discipline, and decision. Purpose answers why, but vision answers what does it look like when the purpose is fully alive. Imagination is what fuels vision. It's the spiritual eyesight that allows you to walk around inside your future before it ever show up in your present. Ain't that powerful? When you can see a clear picture of your purpose in motion, your attitudes start to shift because you are no longer reacting only to what you see today. Your discipline, it gets stronger because now you know what you're building towards. Your decisions get better because you can instantly feel, does this line up with the future God has shown me or not? Now, without imagination, The 5 elements feel like rules. With imagination, they become a roadmap. Right? All right, let's do some real life examples. Think about anyone who has created something powerful, a business, a ministry, a movement, a piece of art. Before people lined up, before anyone clapped, before anyone invested, that person carried a picture on the inside. Henry Ford, Einstein, the light bulb, the telephone. They saw themselves doing it before they did it. They walked through it in their mind. They failed and tried again in their mind. They prayed about it, wrote about it, dreamed about it. The same is true for you. At some point, you imagined a different life. You imagined a healthier you, a stronger you, a you that was not just surviving, but leading, serving, creating, walking boldly in purpose. For me, before there was a YouTube channel, before there was the Atmosphere Changer, there was a picture on the inside. I saw myself teaching the 5 elements. I saw myself helping people who felt stuck and stressed become confident, disciplined, faith-filled, atmosphere changers. Whew, I love that. To help people become atmosphere changers in their own lives, in their own homes, in their churches, in their jobs. That inner picture pulled me forward when my outer situation didn't make sense. That's the power of imagination aligned with purpose. You know, I really could stop here. I really could stop here. All right, let's do some, let's get practical. Here are 3 ways you can start using imagination to walk in purpose, starting right now, today. Number 1, of course, pick your time. Set a time for 5 to 10 minutes. Sit quietly, no distractions. Ask God, show me what my life looks like when I'm fully walking in the purpose you gave me. Then imagine an entire day in that future. What time do you wake up? What kind of work are you doing? How are you serving people? Who are you encouraging? What does peace feel like in your home, in your body, in your finances? This is not fantasy. This is partnering your imagination with God's design for you. I'm going to stop right there. I'm your boy Ward, the Atmosphere Changer. I'll see you on the next video.